In front of me, I have this beautiful 2024 Lexus LC500, and in my eyes, this is the embodiment of Lexus as we knew it in the past. This car encompasses all of the different philosophies that Lexus was all about. But unfortunately, Lexus as we know it is coming to an end, and let me tell you why. And in my mind, Lexus was always three things. First was overbuilt, over-engineered, old school, reliable engines. And well, this car is one of the last that we'll ever have from Lexus. And for number two, a little bit similar to that, but it's just the overall reliability and durability of these cars. They're so well made and they're built to last a long time. These cars were built to last, not to make you come back to the dealership and buy another one in a few years. And for number three, we have exceptional build quality craftsmanship and great use of materials throughout the interiors and exteriors. Now, don't get me wrong, the new Lexus models still use a ton of great materials on the inside, you know, nice leathers, different types of trims throughout, but there are some cost-cutting areas that you could find in those cars. But in this car, I'm going to be honest, being the flagship, this is their last-ditch effort for a V8 sports car, GT car. The interior materials are exquisite and they are literally flooded throughout the entire car. And if you've watched a few other videos on this channel, you know that I love my Toyota and Lexus products, and making this video makes me a little bit sad, honestly. But this is the way car companies are trending, and well, with all the regulations, they can't fit a beautiful 5-liter V8 in a car like this anymore. So I figured, why not talk about Lexus as it was and talk about why they're kind of coming to an end here as we know it, with this beautiful example right here. Because this car, this is Lexus in a single car, and this is sort of their last-ditch effort to bring out a car that we knew as Lexus. And first, let's start with the one thing that we probably will never see from Lexus again, and that's overbuilt, over-engineered, naturally aspirated, old-school engines that will last 300,000 miles just on oil changes. Empowering this LC500 is the 2UR GSC, a 5-liter V8 that has been around since around 2008 in the Lexus ISF, and well, in 2024 all the way through 2026 actually, they're bringing this in the LC500. And when I say overbuilt and over-engineered, what exactly do I mean? Well, there's a few things that you can see from the top and a few things that you can't see, but first we'll talk about the things you can. So up top, you see we have this intake manifold underneath all of the wiring and plastic covers, but that is made out of aluminum. Most car companies will make their intake manifolds out of plastic, but Lexus made this intake manifold out of aluminum. And on top of that, they've made an extremely strong block for this engine to handle the power that it makes, about 472 horsepower. And I've seen people make a lot more power with these engines with a supercharger and nothing done to the bottom end. With that being said, you also have forged connecting rods and titanium inlet valves on this engine. And if that right there doesn't scream overbuilt, over-engineered, long-lasting, reliable engine, then I truly don't know what does. I actually watched a video, I'll link it down in the description, of some guy who bought a used Lexus ISF, which uses the same engine as this. It's just tweaked a little bit to make a little bit extra power. But after 200,000 miles of hard miles, the interior of that engine, when he tore it down, looked absolutely impeccable. You have to watch it. It's really incredible stuff. And another great example of an overbuilt, over-engineered, long-lasting, reliable, naturally aspirated engine that Lexus makes is that 2GR F-Series engine, the 3.5-liter V6. Those things are absolutely bulletproof, and they just run forever. Now, with these engines, are they old school? Yes, absolutely. Are they going to get the absolute best fuel economy? No, they're not. But Lexus wanted to make an engine that will last a long time, and you have to respect that, because car manufacturers these days are just chasing horsepower numbers and don't care if your car breaks down after 100,000 miles. So, gotta give a shout out to Lexus for making beautiful engines like this. And yes, those are injector drivers on each side for each bank. Very old school, but it works and it does its job. And actually, now that I think about it, I think these brakes are over-engineered and a little overbuilt too for this car. Yes, it's a heavier car, but these are 15.4-inch two-piece aluminum and steel rotors with a 6-piston caliper. And in the back, I believe it's about 14 and change inches, and you have a 4-piston brake. And these are absolutely massive and bring these cars to a screeching stop. Did they have to put these brakes on here? Absolutely not. No one's gonna track this car, and they probably could have gotten away using a 4-piston caliper, but hey, that's Lexus for you. Now let's talk about reliability, longevity, and durability of these cars. Now, there's a lot of things that you can't see without accessing a lift or, taking this car apart, but I can definitely tell you about them, and there's tons of videos where people lift these cars up and talk about every little thing, like the car care nut. He makes some awesome videos on this car, but I'm going to tell you about a few things that I've noticed. Now, we've seen these in Lexus cars since they were being made, but those bushings and bearings, those things are beefy. Yes, that might result in a little bit of a softer ride. It might not be as stiff of a chassis as, say a BMW or a Mercedes, but those bushings will last a long time. Those things are overbuilt, over-engineered, and you won't really have to worry about them like some other cars. And I'm talking about those lower upper control arm bushings, the sway bar, you name it, the suspension components. Those bushings are really stout. And something cool too is that Lexus thought about when you needed to change the upper control arms. Most companies, you'll have to, get into hard to reach places to access that bolt right there. But they decided to put 3 bolts facing the front so that you could zip those out and take off the mount. Super easy to change your upper control arms. Usually it's a little bit of a nightmare, but in this car, they made it super easy. Thank you to the Lexus engineers for helping out the mechanics. And along with the reliability, longevity, durability of this car, here's a great example of it. A lot of car companies are putting in electronic door handles. You press a button and an actuator or motor or a switch will unlock the door for you. Well, this still has a mechanical latch, and I love it because a mechanical latch will certainly almost always work, whereas an electronic latch might fail on you a lot sooner. And yes, this is mechanical. I know if you press here, it'll electronically push that out, but you can always just push that in. And this right here, that's mechanical. So even if your battery dies or something happens, you can always get in this car super easily. Thank you, Lexus. And I could ramble on and on about how reliable these cars are, the chassis, the interiors, the motors, everything, but we know that. Lexus is known for that, and that's why they're still around today. So instead, let's jump to number 3, which is the exceptional craftsmanship, build quality, and use of materials throughout the exteriors and interiors. Now in this category, Lexus kind of took this car and took it to the next level almost, because there's some pretty exquisite stuff in this car in terms of materials and build quality. For example, just look at these headlights, these triple beam LEDs. They're stacked nicely on the inside with that chrome trim, and there's a design with the L daytime running light swooping into the headlight itself. It really is a beautiful design, and I really don't want to know how much it is to replace one of these. And let's take a look under the engine. Let's take a look at these strut towers. Now, it has a pretty cool design, and to me, it's either for, heat dissipation or some structural rigidity with these different fins. But look at the paint quality on these strut towers. They're absolutely phenomenal. I mean, these strut towers, the paint quality is better than some cars that you see on the exterior. And this line that runs to the firewall, that's black, yes, but they actually painted this black to make it look a lot cleaner in the engine bay. Because when you take a look back there, it's actually a silver metal line, but they painted it black up here where you're looking at it to make it look a little bit cleaner. And jump into these windshield wipers. Yep, they're just normal windshield wipers. You can replace this blade with any ones that you want from the store, but they have something pretty unique. As you can see right here, we have this little notch with a line running to it. That's your windshield washer fluid. So it sprays it directly on the blade as it's wiping your windshield, and with that, you won't have any loss of visibility while you're driving down the road. And I know some other car companies have implemented something like this, like Mercedes-Benz with the Magic Vision, but I'm pretty sure you have to replace it with an OEM Mercedes blade if you want to, because it's pretty much built into the blade itself. Whereas this, Lexus doesn't care if you come back for a blade from them. They just wanted to make you have that clear vision while you're spraying it down. And now as we move to the interior, you're met with all these excellent materials, these leathers, Alcantaras, metal all throughout the interior, and it really is a great place to be. And not only are the materials very good, but the build quality is exceptional. I mean, just pushing on this center console, there is literally no movement at all. And I'm really trying to move this and wiggle it around. But this interior is built with strength. Some other car companies, you'll come into the interior, you'll start wiggling stuff around, but in this car, you don't have any squeaks, any rattles, and that just goes to show how much Lexus cares about build quality. Even on the steering wheel, we have magnesium paddle shifters, not plastic, not aluminum, not some any old metal. It is magnesium. And even in the back seats, where you're literally not gonna fit anybody, they made sure to put leather, Alcantara, all throughout the back seats, just so there's no gaps in the materials. And even coming down the front seats, that leather extends all the way down to the bottom of the seats. What car company does that today? And I can go on and on about this car. Watch some of my other videos to check out what this LC500 is about, but this video is talking about Lexus as a whole. And well, this in my mind is Lexus. So this was a great car to use as an example. And of course, this is the flagship for Lexus, so they did go a little bit above and beyond for this car, but this is what it's all about. But with the new regulations today, you have these inline 4 turbo engines that, you know, make good power, but at the end of the day, a turbo engine will never be as reliable or last as long as a naturally aspirated engine. So unfortunately for us, the Lexus as we know it, the simple, over-engineered, reliable, durable, well-made, hand-built cars are coming to an end. They're introducing a lot more technology into their cars, which in my mind just sounds like a headache when it comes to fixing it or when it breaks. But these cars used to be super simple, super analog, easy to fix, and this car might be the end of it. But let me know your thoughts. As a Lexus or Toyota fan, do you think that Lexus is losing its touch now in this new day and age where they have to follow all these regulations and change their cars to add a lot more technology in? Do you think Lexus will still be the same brand as it was when they founded it back in the 1980s? Now, I definitely think they're still going to use great materials and have exceptional build quality, but those engines, the overall technology, the analogness of these cars, that might be what we're seeing go away. But as always, thank you so much for watching this video and let me know your thoughts. Is Lexus still going to be the king of reliability, durability, and build quality? I guess time will tell. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video and the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And as always, cars like this are made to be driven, so make sure you get out and drive.